Welcome to Galveston Unscripted. While roaming around Galveston Island, whether you have lived here for decades or it's your first time experiencing the historic charm of the Broadway mansions, one Victorian structure is sure to capture your attention. Today, most people know the Walter Gresham home as the Bishop's Palace on 14th Street and Broadway. The Gresham home is an expansive 19,000 square foot Victorian-era castle that is staggeringly ornate, designed for the lawyer, investor, and politician, Mr. Walter Gresham, and his family by one of Galveston's most well-known architects, Nicholas Clayton. The structure is one of the nation's most significant architectural achievements. The intricate Victorian-era castle has been cited by the American Institute of Architects as one of the 100 most important buildings in America. The home that exemplifies Galveston's late 19th century opulence took over 5 years to construct. From the foundation to the gargoyle-topped roof took between 1887 and 1893. Galveston's plentiful businessmen thrived on the island during its late 19th century economic boom and hired architects from around the world to design and build mansions along Galveston's busiest throughway, Broadway Avenue. Once completed, the Gresham home was a residential trophy second to none on the island and stood as a beacon of riches and accomplishment. The home is estimated to have been built for $250,000 and constructed with granite, limestone, and sandstone, while the interior exhibits elaborate hand-carved woodwork. The home stood virtually unfazed during the 1900 storm, as nearly every home immediately to the south crumbled to the forces of the most deadly hurricane in U.S. history. First-hand accounts from storm survivors recall over 200 Galvestonians fleeing their destroyed homes and sought refuge inside the Gresham home. The city was ravaged by the destructive hurricane that killed over 6,000 people and destroyed thousands of homes and buildings. The Catholic Diocese of Galveston was searching for a suitable home for the bishop. Walter Gresham died in 1920, and his family sold the expansive house to the Roman Catholic Diocese, which became the home of Bishop Christopher Byrne. The Catholic Church made a few changes to the home, some of which can be seen today while you tour the mansion, including the transformation of one of the bedrooms into a consecrated chapel. The chapel can be identified from the outside by the colorful stained glass on the second floor. The Catholic Diocese of Galveston combined with Houston, and the massive home was no longer a feasible headquarters for a bishop's mission. The Catholic Diocese opened the home to the public for tours in 1963. It became apparent that the Catholic Church was not in the business to run a museum, and the Galveston Historical Foundation took over the management and restoration of the home. The structure was declared a recorded Texas landmark in 1967 and added to the National Register of Historic Places in 1970. It is also included in the East End Historic District National Landmark designation. The Bishop's Palace is beautifully maintained and operated by the Galveston Historical Foundation. While exploring Galveston, be sure to take the opportunity to examine this extraordinary exhibition of the island's opulence and economic prominence for yourself. And take note that the gargoyles are no longer on the roof. The cast iron creatures now welcome visitors into the property along the front stairway. For historic resources or more information, check out the episode description.